Is that you? You've grown every which way.
I was just delivering a book your daddy ordered.
Huh. Now, Daddy, have you been reading again?
I have, son.
Now, Daddy, I warned you about reading. That can make you smart.
I know, called the Hillbilly Police.
Mr. Kane, Billy has been sending me his stories from overseas, and I got a stack of them all edited.
And I got published in Stars and Stripes. Daddy, look. Did you get my latest?
I sure did. You can come by the bookstore later and pick it up.
Well, what'd you think?
You don't have to know everything all at once.
Oh, Marco. Now that is so you. Mom and Simon, you making her plow again, Daddy.
Oh, Billy, I gotta get back.
What's gotten into her? Where's Mama? Mama! Listen, Daddy.
Nobody about you, son. We have each other.
gone.
You know how much she loved you, son. Let's walk on over there and lay on a rose upon her grave. Lord, on the rose, would you pick one for her? Was her favorite. Here she is, under the walnut tree.
You bought her a gravestone angel.
There was this real nice one in the back of Julia Wolf's garage. He was getting a good deal on it out of courtesy.
It's beautiful.
The owls are speaking tonight. I'll go listen to what they have to say.
Mama, I was in love with my knees. I thought it would be you more than me. This way around. I'm sorry Daddy put an angel over your grave. You used to make fun of people for doing that. You said you would rather let your deeds speak for your time here on earth. Mama, thank you for the way you raised me. The way you spoke. Your parlance around the house made me a curious lover of words. And you always pointed me towards writers who used them well. Remember, you had me copy stories out of the Asheville Southern Journal just so I knew what it felt like to write well? Made it home like you always said I would, but I never thought homecoming could be this cruel. You're my mama. Place my hand here to touch you now and forever. She's gone. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son.
Here it is, Max. Since when did you become such an avid reader?
Since he started working at the bookstore. When he stopped working at the soda shop, I lost 3 pounds. Marvin, would you like to go to the movies with me sometime?
Oh, I don't want you to have to spend your money on me.
It would be cheaper than buying all these books.
Hi, Billy.
Margot, I'm sorry it took me a while to make it in.
I thought it might. How are things with Daddy?
It's doing better. It's strange. We both swear we can hear her call out to us sometimes.
How are you doing?
I started writing again, and that brings me comfort. Huh. A thesaurus. Are you writing now?
No, Max just returned it. He thought it was a book about dinosaurs.
What'd you think?
Well, it started out great, but
Oh,
then it got better and better.
it did?
Billy, you've grown up, and so has your writing. Now, I caught a few typos, but I retapped it on heavy bond. In fact, I retyped them all.
Thank you. Thank you. Margot, now, I've been thinking, what if I submitted some of these stories to the Asheville Southern Journal?
Oh, Billy, yes. Yes, you were always so tentative about it. What made you decide that?
I'm ready for my life to begin. I'm ready for it all to start. My heart's about to bust, don't lead the way, I must follow my own bright star.
Edna, you still got some of that special delivery stamp I've been saving?
I'm not mailing them, Margot. I'm going to hand carry them to Asheville and sleep like a dog on their doorstep until I get published. Many a long cold night, I cuddled down in the dark. I made a vow if I ever made it out, I'd follow my own bright star. Bright star, you shine for me, shine on, see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you.
For what it's worth, I'll miss you.
You never know what life will bring, only what you bring to life. Hopes and dreams and fine imaginations, they happen in their own good time. I've seen a weak man fight, I've seen a strong man cry. I have learned the brightest they can turn into the darkest night. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. There's always a song to sing, a melody in the dark. Lifts my spirits every time I hear it, comforts my aching heart. Bright star, bright day, keep shining for me, and see me through. Keep shining for me, I'm on my way. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. Bright star, keep shining for me, shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. Hello? Is this the Asheville Southern Journal?
Good question, because this side is often wrong.
Don't mind Daryl.
If someone wanted to submit some stories to your magazine,
Oh, let me just hand them to the nice man.
Then wave them goodbye.
no! Why wave them goodbye?
Because our editor, Miss Alice Murphy, is one of the keenest editors in all of America. The New Yorker magazine tried to send people down and hire her away.
But she wants to stay right here in North Carolina.
Well, that's good.
Not for young tadpoles like you.
She once made Ernest Hemingway cry. He lay right there, banged his fists on the floor, and so
Why?
he used the kind law to join two independent clauses.
Look, I came all the way from Hayes Creek. I gotta get back, so
Aren't we busy?
can I pick up my stories tomorrow?
Look, you think we're gonna read them by tomorrow, if at all?
I'm sorry, we don't even read new writers without a walking letter of recommendation.
Now where did that door go? Oh, there it is.
Thomas Wolfe read them!
Thomas Wolfe.
He read them and wrote me back saying I had talent. I sent them to him last year.
You can leave your stories here. I'm a great admirer of Thomas Wolfe.
Well, thank you. I will tell him you said that. You must be Murphy.
I don't have to be, but I am.
I'll wait to hear from you. I'm William Kane.
I'm writing your name down. William.
Mr. Ames, hand me those stories.
Wow.
I'm going to read them because he's a liar, and liars sometimes make very good storytellers. Now, what about the new submissions?
We have several. One from Carl Sandberg.
Oh, well, we should certainly look at that.
Tennessee Williams.
Very promising new writer, yes.
And one from Joseph Algonquin.
Another one? He's always terrible.
Miss Murphy, this time I told you. Joseph Algonquin is my pen name.
Oh, well, maybe you've improved. I will take a look at it.
Don't bother.
Miss Murphy, there's a dance at the Shiny Penny tonight.
Those soldiers are turning home, keep asking about you.
When a female walks into that place, there isn't a head that doesn't swivel.
No. Tonight I want to cozy up next to a few unnecessary adverbs and then cut their heads off.
I've heard stories about you, Miss Murphy. You weren't always such a wallflower.
No. Not always.
The whole world is rejoicing about the war being over.
And we should go out and celebrate too. Come with us just this once.
Way back in my day, I would have gone. Way back in my day, you could not have kept me away. I felt the party. I was happy and carefree, dancing on the floor with everybody. He was next to me. We'd sing and we'd sway to every song together. Way back in that day, I could not wait to get away. Moonlight music from across the river, coming, laying through the night. I would run barefoot through the sounds of summer to be with everyone. Way back in the day, you never would have had to miss me. Way back in the day, I have been the first one to say, come on, what are you waiting for? It's all coming on outside of your door. I want to know for an answer. You're coming out with me. Now that's a sound. The mayor's son with his sleeves rolled up, repelling an icebox.
Well, if it ain't the little princess of Zebulon, Princess, what's the matter with repairing an icebox?
Jimmy Ray, an icebox has no moving parts. My granny could repair an icebox. There's ice and there's a box. See, I think you're just showing off your muscles.
Oh, keep talking, Alice. I'm curious how your mind works.
Okay. You remind me of Adonis. Do you know who Adonis is?
I sure do. He's a Greek god.
Well, you remind me of him. In fact, you remind me of the myth of Adonis when he repaired the icebox.
You ever think you're too smart for this town?
All the time.
Oh, and what makes you so sure?
I entered an essay contest in Raleigh, and the first prize was $5, and I won it.
Well, what was it about?
I wrote about how there should be a rebirth of Southern writers all writing about the Southern way, and that is how we can make our voices known.
Well, I don't know how a group of judges from Raleigh could turn that down.
They couldn't. I took that $5 and I put it toward my college fund.
And how much do you have in that college fund?
$5. You want a biscuit?
I wouldn't mind having a biscuit.
Your hands are dirty. You don't want to eat a dirty biscuit.
Well, I guess you have to feed it to me then.
Well, now you and I were thinking the exact same things.
You got some wildcat about you, Alice Murphy.
Hey, what's this book?
Hey there. That's F. Scott Fitzgerald. He's a new writer.
I know who he is. The beautiful and damned. Is that us, Jimmy Ray?
Damn, if I know. But you're sure beautiful. You can keep it. I've read it already.
If my daddy sees the title, he'll kill me.
Well, then, you read it under the covers.
So, who are you gonna take to the couple's day dance?
I don't know.
Well, I'm standing right here in front of you.
That's not proper. You asking me.
I read in a book that sometimes you have to plant an idea into a boy's head.
Well, that might be a pretty smart book. You're a young girl, and you got a little man. Will it be me? What would everybody say? Oh, mama better pack your soul away, make a quick getaway, hurry on home. Oh, mama have to break your soul when your papa get a shot to the ground and off. Well, hiding in the shadow, fall out of trees. One side your window is the blessing to see. Someone hard-headed since the day of your birth.
Why in the world don't you do us all the favor of being a good little girl? You're the black sheep, the little lost lamb.
It sure is you with the farmer there.
Black sheep, the little lost lamb. Always up to your shenanigans.
You guys start towing the
Well,
line.
that is all I ever do around here is toe the line. Look, say I knew I do, I do, I do, I love me. Look, say it's something like that about me when I do, I love me. Look, say I knew I do, I do, I think I love me. Look, say for me. It's not my family.
I swear I'm gonna have to rein you in.
Look, say I do, I do, I do, I think I love me. Look, say it's something like that about me when I do, I love me. Look, say for me. It's not for the family.
Alice, we need you to shelter me.
Why not just shell the peas, Mom?
The Lord gave us those keys, Alice.
Yeah, well, why do you have to put them in
But
boxes?
don't you ever question the Lord.
I'm not questioning him. I am just saying. Maybe some of my ideas are better.
The black sheep,
Lost lamb.
sure is you with the farmer hand. Black sheep,
Lost lamb.
sure is you with the back of my hand.
Jimmy Ray, you were supposed to be here a while ago. Thank you, ladies.
Sorry, Daddy. I was out fixing Aunt Idell's icebox.
Can you believe my son? I'm supposed to be handing over an empire to this boy. He's out fixing an ice box. What's that?
It was an application for college. You know, I've been thinking about it.
4 years away from home. When everything you need to learn is right here within these walls, your grandmother taught me and I teach you that chain must not be broken.
No, I thought we discussed this.
Different? Do I sense disinclination? None of my business, man.
There's a whole world outside Zebulon. You know, I want to get to know it.
Where are you getting this from? Where's that book you've been reading?
Gave it away.
Good. Let that jazz age affect someone else. Now, how about the Conklins?
The Conklins? In Charlotte, what about them?
They've got a beautiful daughter. Ola, well, a daughter with resources. The Conklins, our family with produce trucks that drive across this state. And we are the second biggest purveyor of produce within 300 miles.
You want me to marry someone for her trucks?
That's an equation they don't teach you in college.
Where's the romance in that?
Romance? I have no comment.
No comment? What do you think that was?
Just have lunch with her.
I couldn't do that. You know, I know their daughter. She's a dumbbell.
Well, doesn't have to be her. The Wilsons in Winston-Salem have a daughter. And a very active horse farm.
I've met their daughter. She's indistinguishable from the horses.
All right. Ooh, I got Naomi Watts, daughter of tobacco. She plays the banjo. Diddly-dee-dee.
not carry on a conversation with any of them.
You don't have to carry on a conversation. You ever see me carry on a conversation with your mother?
It's not necessary, and that is a tragedy.
Son! The way it works is the business is handed down. You marry conveniently in order to live well.
Don't break the chain. Right then.
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Well, a man's gotta do what he's got to. Oh, well-bred wife with a silver spoon and knife will butter your bread twice as good as you do. I remember when I was your age. That's when I was settling down. Your mother and I were engaged. And I opened up a bank account.
You can't expect the future to be just like the past. You haven't got a clue, sir. Please try to understand.
When I stood tall side by side with your grandpa, there was just nothing at all we couldn't do.
And with all due respect, I observe and object. There's no rush for me to step into your shoes.
You can't waste your time on foolish things when there's real work to be done. There won't be any stopping you and me if you do what I tell you, son. You have no idea what I do to protect this dynasty.
The road beyond the river leads right back to this house. I won't be gone forever. Just let me come now.
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. When a man's gotta do what he's got to. When I stood tall side by side with your grandpa, there was just nothing at all we couldn't do. I can't understand why you can't comprehend what you do. Why can't I get through to you?
Miss Murphy's office, right, Miss Hall?
Yeah, down at the store.
Yes, I thought they were extraordinary.
Really? Extraordinary?
Sorry, I said that too fast. Extra.
Ordinary.
Well, I'm Daryl. Can I get you some coffee?
My nerves are jittery enough already.
Shot about you.
I'm afraid.
Billy, if you want to be a writer, you have to remember to drink alcohol and feel sorry for yourself. We'll meet you on Einstein.
Going.
Well, Mr. Kane, it's very rare to have a young writer make it past our gatekeeper, Mr. Ames. Your Thomas Wolfe letter certainly helps. Do you have it with you? I am dying to see it.
Never far from it.
Oh, if I were you, I would protect this letter. It could be very valuable one day.
Thank you, ma'am.
It is indeed valuable already, since Thomas Wolfe died several years ago.
Oh, I missed that.
Obviously.
You can imagine how difficult it was to get this letter. Are you sure?
I'm as sure as he is. He's buried right here in Asheville.
Well, Miss Murphy, I'm just doing what I had to. I never would have made it through that door.
Clearly. Here are your stories back, Mr. Kane.
If you read them at all, Miss Murphy.
Like I said, here are your stories back. Except this one, which I am buying from you for $10.
What? But I thought you
I am
said...
not publishing it. But I am investing in you. You have a flair, Mr. King, not for the scourge of war, but for gentleness and tenderness and the well-timed lie. You write well.
Do you mean that, Miss Murphy?
I do not have time to hand out compliments that I do not mean. But you will write better when you find your voice. You need to find a sweeping tale of pain and redemption in the people you know, and in the people you meet.
$10. $10, I'm rich!
As the woman I am. Good for you. Billy's back from Asheville today. And he said he was coming by with a surprise. A present. Something he got there. There's a jewelry store in Asheville. I'm so happy for you.
Hello, Margot. The bookstore looks spick and span.
I just made room for a new magazine rack.
Well, that's appropriate.
Oh. How?
I've got something for you.
You said you did. I was wondering.
It's my new address.
Oh.
In Asheville. I'm going to live there and right there.
Are you sure that's $10 from the Asheville Southern Journal?
Well, not published yet, but...
Oh, Billy, that's so exciting. A real adventure.
I can still send you my stories. Is that all right?
Of course. You're going to need someone to cash that check.
Are you kidding? I'm going to frame it.
If you frame it, you can't cash it.
Hello and goodbye. Will you miss me?
Like I miss trouble.
Margot, did you ever think that one day you'd be selling a magazine with one of my stories in it?
Yes.
Margot, I could almost kiss you. I don't care who sees me with you.
You don't care who sees you with anybody.
What does that mean?
I heard you had tea at the Magnolia House with Ola Conklin.
Daddy made me. He said it'd be good for business.
Made you dance with her too?
Daddy still thinks we're living in the old South.
Aren't we? This is Hicksville, Jimmy Ray, and we're the Hicks in the bill if we don't get out. So, what was she like?
Who?
Ola Conklin!
Oh, she slipped rum into her tea.
Oh, well, that's something to her credit.
Why are you favoring her? You should be jealous.
Not me. I've got to believe in myself. Don't I?
Do you play me like a fiddle, Alice Murphy?
I'm not playing.
Alice! Where is that girl?
Oh, I think she went down by the river.
Oh, she sure is by the river a lot.
I know.
And she never brings her rod and reel.
I think she's landing a fish anyway.
Alice!
Oh,
Alice!
That's Daddy. It's almost dark. I've got to get back.
What could be better than holding you close to me like this?
I'll be in trouble if I stay up late again.
10 more minutes in my arms won't do any harm.
What could be better than holding you close to me? I can't imagine improving this moment at all.
If I asked you for a kiss,
How could I resist?
if
really a malady we see around here that affects young women. You're about 11 weeks pregnant.
Oh, Lord.
Who was the Lord who did it? That only happened once that I know of. You can run around, Ellis Murphy.
I don't call it running around. Love is not running around.
Does he love you?
I think he does.
When you tell him this, you'll know.
Oh, Dr. Norquist, Zebulon has 1,000 eyes in one single tiny mind. How can trouble and happiness walk hand in hand?
Sometimes they do.
Well, and what should I do now?
Come back in several weeks. I can handle this on account for a while and then. Don't worry. Your news is safe with me.
Hope you don't love her.
What is it, Baily?
Jimmy Ray, are you the father of Alice Murphy's child?
It's conceivable.
Jimmy Ray, sometimes you're just too eloquent.
Oh, she's gonna have a baby?
It appears she is.
I need to go see her.
And what?
And tell her that I love her.
But you don't mean that. Right now you might think you do, but you're young, Jimmy Ray.
I know those feelings. Those misleading ones. But Alice, she's different. She has special qualities.
Special qualities. Those special qualities only exist in your imagination. And the last thing we need is you dragging around a coward bride and child everywhere we do business. You let me take care of this.
Daddy, I'll handle this myself. This is my right. And my responsibility.
You ever try to stand up against society? Very few can withstand it.
There are ways to undo these things.
Undo.
That's a crown upon a crown.
This baby destroyed his son's career.
You wouldn't do that to Jimmy Ray. You don't want to go to home for wayward girls. They're like prisons.
I know a place several hours town. A cabin in the woods. We'll make you figure out what to do. I've done it, Your Honor.
Sounds to me like they're being offered a sanctuary.
Alice, Jimmy Ray will ask you to marry him, and you must say no. He's still a boy. And pretty soon, he's going to be the leader of North Carolina eventually. Zebulon.
And all this room, there are people who would never do business with him.
You wouldn't do that to Jimmy Ray.
Of course I wouldn't. No, of course not.
Well, then you must wait.
Wait, Alice Murphy. Wait.
Go to the cabin in the woods.
Look at you. You look like you're standing in the movie.
It's the way I feel.
I need to set things right. Marry me. Will you marry me, Alice Murphy?
Oh, yes, Jimmy Ray, yes! But we can't right now. No, not right away.
But why?
We need some time. The people in this town are always looking at us sideways.
I don't care about them.
And so many reasons. Dr. Norquist has offered me a cabin for a short while where I won't be seen. I mean, it is the only thing that makes sense right now.
Why are you giving me trouble, Alice?
Don't you know I'm always going to give you trouble? Oh.
What? What is it, Alice?
Oh, Jimmy Ray. It felt like a butterfly field.
I can't wait to meet you and shake your little hand. If you're like your mama, you'll make me a happy man. I'm gonna make you a promise to love you for all time. I'm gonna make you a promise to keep your hand in mine. Oh my baby, I can't wait to see you. Oh my baby, I can't wait to see you.
Miss Murphy asked me to meet her here. Am I being sent home? It's been 12 weeks and I haven't published anything.
She's on her way.
It sounded scary.
Let's make happy birthday sound scary. Come on, girl.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Mr. King, Mr. King, your latest submission is a bit of a mess. What's going on?
I'm sorry, Miss Murphy. I sent it to Margot and hadn't got it back yet, so I just turned it in. Frankly, I'm getting a little discouraged.
Well, don't get discouraged. We're running with Daryl. He is a fine editor.
Why do my mouth just go dry? What if I work with Lucy?
No. I should keep you out of harm's way.
Miss Murphy, what did you think of it?
What did I think of it?
Yes.
Well, first, you need to cut 300 words.
300? Which 300?
The superfluous ones. You look shocked.
I always thought it was pronounced superfluous.
And you should open with your second paragraph. The action starts there.
Well, what do I do with the first paragraph?
Turn it into a lullaby because it put me to sleep. Look.
Anything else?
You need to cut the word Twix.
Wait, what? What's the matter with Twix? You don't like Twix?
Use between.
Why?
Because a man wrote this, not Tinkerbell. And the second to last paragraph should be cut.
What? I cried when I wrote that.
Clearly, it's as purple as a baboon's foot.
Miss Murphy!
Oh, that's true. And, this last sentence. I mean, it flows nicely, but I'm curious.
About?
Now, why? Why, Mr. Kane, would you end your essay with the word that 99% of our readers would have to look up? ... The longing of the human heart and its search for propinquity.
Miss Murphy, I did that on purpose.
Why?
It's the only $5 word in the whole piece. And because of it, I get the impact of the ending twice. The reader lands on a striking word with elegant cadence, propinquity. Then the reader goes to the dictionary, the longing of the human heart, and its search for closeness.
I'll tell you what. You can sway Daryl. You can sway me.
So then there's hope.
Let me put it to you this way. No one has ever swayed Daryl.
Thank God the same is here in the woods, not our home.
Oh, quiet. You'll wake the baby with your ranting.
So thank God it's a boy. It was Eve who tempted Adam. Am I right, Alice? You bewitched him.
Mr. Murphy. Ladies,
Came to see your grandson.
so this is the child.
Isn't he beautiful?
Yes, fine looking.
He named him after his daddy, isn't that right? Little James. And where is Jimmy Ray? He's been here every day just cooing over his boy.
He's out running there in the Durham.
On a Sunday. Oh, Stanford, you come to see the baby?
I love children. Now, this terrible and tragic situation must be salvaged. Fortunately, we got a solution, and I'm here to see that it is implemented. A legal and completely anonymous adoption.
What?
That is not a solution.
A legal and completely anonymous adoption, that is the only solution. And I've got the papers drawn up here.
Are you aware of this?
Somewhat. And I've spoken to Jimmy Ray. He agrees.
He agrees.
Certainly does.
I doubt that.
Didn't he, Stanford? He sure did. You You are not of age, and only the father has to give consent, while the true father in this situation is decidedly unflinching.
Watch the way you talk about our daughter. Nobody has taken my baby.
You gotta be reasonable. Don't deny him a better way of life when he can grow up with pride. Folks will laugh and talk behind his back if they bring on a bastard child.
You can't take him, he's my baby. You can't take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you let him. Mama, don't let him. You can't take my baby boy.
Don't be foolish, why would you want to do this? Don't you want what's best for him? I know people will be agreeable to it like to take him in.
Can't take him, no, don't take him. You can't take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you let him. Mama, don't let him. You can't take my baby boy.
I can take a baby myself, the state agency around. They've already been contacted.
I will sign it.
No, you will not.
I have to do what I think is right for our daughter.
Daddy, please. No.
There's don't be selfish, let it go and help him leave behind the world of shame. If he's ridiculed, don't make fun of him at school. You only have yourself to blame.
Please don't take him. Don't take him. Why can't take my baby
Doing you a favor, you can thank me later for making your life easier. Well, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Well, a man's gotta do what he's gotta do. A man can't be fooled, can't be played, can't be schooled, can't be made on the rules he's got to. A man must provide for his family, pave the way for success. A man must provide for I won't be duped. Your young mother is confused. Don't imagine she can use my son. I won't let anybody stand in the way of the plans that I do. Not anyone! A man must engage his backbone. Instead of straight and strong. A man must engage his backbone and right what has gone wrong. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. I won't let anybody stand in the way. Not even you. For his family, and he's always to success. Protect his family and preserve its good name.
First time away from home.
Oh, you always were too smart for this town. And Chapel Hill is a wonderful school, and you got a scholarship.
That came out of school. How is Dad?
You know your father is a tender man. Right now he's searching through scripture trying to justify what he did. The Bible's not obliging. How's Jimmy Ray?
Oh, Mama, he's going to meet me as soon as I get settled. And we're going to find our baby.
That would be a joyous day for all of us. Never all alone.
You shouldn't be drinking.
Something's gonna calm my agitation.
You should be lying down. Here. Take your medicine.
No doubt about it. I'm turning yellow as a sunflower. There's voice in my liver, they tell me. That's a sweet.
Maybe not.
Suitcase. Where you headed?
Chapel Hill.
Overnight?
Maybe more. Maybe a week or more.
Well, who's gonna take care of me?
I've arranged it.
You take care of me. The son takes care of the father the same way the father took care of the son.
I'll be back.
What's in Chapel Hill? Business, I hope.
What do you think?
That same girl that almost ruined you. You stay away from her. Trouble once is trouble always.
She and I are bonded. We have a child up there somewhere. Maybe together we can find him and lay claim. Find him?
You will never find that child.
You'd be surprised we can accomplish.
I took care of my son that night. I made everything right for you. So that way you could go into the world without encumbrance.
That adoption should
There
have been
was no adoption!
What'd you say?
I cleansed you that night as if I was dipping you in baptismal water.
Is this the liquor talking?
No one knew the mayor on that train that night. I was just a businessman passing through. But there wasn't papers in my briefcase. Now, I had me something better. Something better to relocate.
What did you have?
I had me a baby in that suitcase. And I walked to the back of that car where it was just me and the creature and the clatter of the tracks, and I stepped out between the cars. And as we passed over the river, and I flung it high into the air.
I've heard of evil in the world, but you and I are flesh and blood. He was just a baby. He was my son.
And I did it for you.
Get out of here. There goes our chance for happiness, and all our hopes and dreams.
gave Miss Murphy one of my humor pieces.
That's great, Dad. What'd you say?
She said she really liked it. And could I turn it into a humor piece? Well, look who walked in. Do you think he knows his place sells intoxicating beverages?
I say he's lonely. Let's find out. Well, boy meets girl. This calls for a slow gin fizz.
It does?
It does.
I'll have one.
Have you ever had one before?
I've seen photos.
So, you lonely since you've been here?
Well, every evening I have a date. With my typewriter.
That's not real company. This is what a real person feels like, in case you forgot.
That does feel real.
Well, there is certainly more where that came from.
Don't drink them both, Lucy.
Here you are. Well, what do you think?
Sweet and tart at the same time.
Just like Lucy.
It's called a slow gin fizz, but you don't have to drink it slow.
You are a modern woman, Lucy.
A bit.
You want to be a writer?
Better than that, I want to be a censor.
A censor? Now, why a censor?
Well, when I was 12, I brought my father a Raymond Chandler mystery novel. I was watching him read it, and suddenly his face went the color of a rose. He laid the book face down, called to my mother, took her to a different part of the house, and closed the door. So I went over to see what he had just read, and right there, in the middle of the page, was the word Brazil. And I thought, this must never happen again. So now, a few nights a week, take home a new manuscript, fix myself in Manhattan and search for hidden erotic content. Would you like to do that with me sometime?
Well,
what? You gotta go back home?
no. I don't know.
Well, don't bring her to Asheville.
Why not?
Because country girls flatten out under the city lights. Another round!
Really?
You were late.
Late, please, not on a Friday night. All week long, I'm up to my elbows, working away in my 9 to 5. I'm not gonna waste away. I roam the town every Friday night. Pour me another round, pour me another round. Pour me another round.
discovered what does the trick. Bartender, give me some more of this.
He was dropped off here. Do you know of anybody else coming to look for a baby that was dropped off on the same date?
That I recall,
19 years. Oh, maybe that's the puzzle I should start out before.
The sun does shine in Raleigh.
Hello. Did you bring her?
Alice. Young Alice.
Not so young.
Forever young. In my memory.
This is your home. It's nice.
I've worked hard over the years.
Those are kids.
In a way. Those are my sister's kids.
You married?
No. Close a couple times.
I guess I would have heard. You know, I followed you.
I followed you too. You did well in Asheville. I passed through there, looked at your building. Never went in though.
Why not?
You moved on. You published Carson McCullers. You are wealthy.
You have been paying attention.
I always paid attention to you, Alice. If I didn't, I knew I was in trouble.
We were so young.
We were. But I wonder often, was I old enough to behave differently? Better?
Yes. When I came to Robert's, it was not my intention to see you. I was at the Hall of Records with the same woman who has been there for 20 years. And I asked if anybody else had looked for the whereabouts of our child. And she said, not one. Not one person, not you.
I didn't ask.
And you never came to see me! Why?
Alice, is it better to hope or to know?
Please.
No, I can't. After my father died, we discovered it was he who funded your scholarship.
Wow.
To get you out of town, out of guilt.
Yes.
Alice, on that train to Raleigh, somewhere in the night, my father, he took our son and threw him into the river below.
Can't see
You're the first person I want to tell. I'm going to be published in the Asheville Sun Journal!
This is some damn news. What is it, Billy?
I think I'm seeing you in a new way.
What do you mean?
Margaret, since I came back from the war, many things have changed in my life.
Of course.
And some things have remained constant. Family, this place, Eddie's Creek. But one thing has been both constant and changing. I wonder, how is that possible?
Anything's possible with people. What is it?
Us.
There's us.
Well, there is if you want her to be.
I don't know. Just never thought about you that way.
We're supposed to be together, I know I feel it way down deep in my soul. We're never meant to be apart, I keep it here inside my heart. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will.
We're supposed to be together, it's true. I've had enough, so now without you.
We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have from the start. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. Margaret, I have a conviction. When I was in Asheville, I kissed a girl.
How was it?
Well, have you ever kissed a chicken?
Yeah?
Now, how long has it been since I kissed you?
Oh, 12 years. That was on a dare. You ran like a rabbit. I hope you got married.
No, I've not.
Maybe it just takes a little bit of practice.
You know why you want to practice it?
Nah.
We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have from the start. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will.
Anybody home?
Well, just as promised.
We're almost the same age now.
Oh, I think I'm staying a bit ahead of you. It's so good to see you, darling.
I was worth a visit anymore.
Oh, Daddy, why would you say that?
Over the years, reasonableness has laid its hand on my shoulder, and things I've done in the past don't quite stand up like they used to. You want a glass of water?
Have any of that hooch?
I do. Yeah. Well, how long can you stay?
Just one day.
Just one day, darling. That's a short time to stay alive.
Mama here?
No. She's at the neighbors. She'll be back. But I'm glad to have you alone. I can talk to Mama, but not about certain things.
Sounds like you've been making words, Daddy.
You have to around here. See them trees? Some nights it's so quiet that you hear a leaf fall. You can tell the color of that leaf by the tiny crisp crack it makes as it lies on the ground.
I know that feeling. Some nights I hear the fiddlers in town and I know they're playing the sound of the wind over the lakes back home. What kinds of things can't you talk to Mama about?
Oh, certainly not about things that occurred 23 years ago.
No. Not about the things that occurred 23 years ago.
That must have been the most painful day of your entire life. It was. Wasn't it, darling?
Oh, Daddy.
It was.
Yes.
Shame with every evil thing. I'd say I know how you feel. What I did that day made it the most shameful day of my entire life.
Thank you.
You know, I think that was the last day my own daddy had a hold of me. You know how I felt after that? Felt that purging coming. Oh, I don't ask for forgiveness.
Daddy,
No, Alice, I cannot even forgive myself. You know, I always wondered what happened to that child. Do you know, Alice?
I do. Daddy. He was adopted. And raised with very much love. He's educated and successful. He is a fine young man.
You know, but I wished for him all along.
Maybe your wishes made it so.
does. Hey, Daddy, it's Billy! Put your pants on, there's a lady present.
All right, let me come out. It's good to see you, son. I still salute you.
Daddy, this is Miss Murphy.
I've heard all about you. We're standing on the wrong side of the porch.
Oh, do you want to meet her?
Yes, thank you.
You know, Miss Murphy, there was a barbershop here in Hayes Creek that had your magazine all stacked up on the settee. We're readers here.
And Baily will be published in its next issue.
I heard Mary Lee would have loved to hear that.
Mary Lee.
Oh, that's my mother.
You know, Billy, you got some good clothes here, some good pants and shirts. Why don't you pack them on up and take them on over to your new place?
I could use them, Daddy.
There must be some wonderful stories about your wife, Mr. Kane. Maybe Baily should write about her.
Nah, I'd much rather him write about this town of our ranch hands and scoundrels.
Daddy, look at this. My old mail order plan. Still good. And my old fishing vest.
I'll get you something to put them in.
Miss Murphy, how do you like it here?
Oh, it's lovely, Baily. Reminds me of Zebulon in some ways. You must find wonderful repose here, Mr.
I do. Miss Murphy? You all right?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kane. Your wife, she must have died young. Billy's only 23.
Mary Lee died at the age of 65. She Billy late in life. A rarity in these parts where young girls are getting married and giving birth before they can even ride a bike. You know, Billy, there's some more of your stuff in the shed.
Oh, I don't want to take up Miss Murphy's time with that. Look what I found. A good pair of boots, my old baby sweater. I want to show this to Margot. What is it?
I know this sweater. I know this suitcase. My life was borne away from me in it.
You say you know this sweater?
I made it.
I always knew this day would come.
It's you who has a story, isn't it, Mr. Kane? It's you.
What are you two talking about, Daddy?
Billy, one night when I was frog digging, I went a little further down the river than I normally do. Where are you, fat bloods? Where are you at when I get some for dinner? Ooh, where are you? Oh, yes. That's the one, aren't you? Whoa! Darn it! You made me lose Mr. Eckelbaum, Lay Town! Oh. Where'd you go? Where are you? Ooh, hello there. Somebody there? Ain't quiet. Baby Moses! Baby Moses in the rushes! Guns and bruises, little fellow. You're a heap of trouble. You came from the sky, and it's the Lord's will that we take you and raise you as our own. You came from that train. Somebody didn't love you. So,
As the sky was darkening through eaves of night, I felt a door was opening in this gorgeous morning light. At last, the answer to a mother's prayer, healing of my heart's despair, a burden no longer to bear. At last, fountain in the square, filled with flashing oars, wishes in the water, oh, to find my boy. At last, lonely moments nearly broke my will to live, but something always told me to hold on for this.
Well, they can send a notice. Why can't they send a letter?
She went down there to me, right? Pick it up.
She's getting pretty close to the general.
He's attractive, don't you think?
Oh, Lucy, I don't know how to judge if a man's attractive.
Yes, you do.
Read that next line.
Oh, Lord, Daryl, this is the funniest thing I have ever read. We have to run this in our humor column right away.
What is it?
It's a hilarious piece by a writer I have never heard of, Lillian Jones.
Lillian Jones, congratulations, Daryl.
Lillian Jones
gonna take me some getting used to calling you that, but sure.
Something's coming over you. I miss the layer of blue he brought to you with the opposite shade.
Oh, right. Look, everyone's going to find out sooner or later. Years ago, I had a child.
There, only $5.
Well, I found out that he is alive and well. He is a fine young man, and he happens to work for me.
Work? Oh my God,
It's Baily.
Billy?
Well, when was the last time you spoke to him?
The night we found out, a month now. He hasn't written nor called, but, I mean, these things, they take time, don't you think?
I'm thinking of taking a trip just to lay eyes on him. You know, I wouldn't know him if I saw him. Hello? Oh my God.
Hello, Baily.
You're a handsome boy! You take after your father. That would be me.
Honored to meet you, sir.
Lucy, shall we go look for that pencil box?
You mean the missing pencil box? Yes.
Now, where did that pencil box go?
Murphy, I came to apologize.
Oh, but you do not need to apologize.
I do. I was selfish. All I could think about was how hurt I was that night. But it wasn't just me. It was all of us.
Oh, Baily.
So I went to the site of my real birth. Small cabin in the woods.
How did you find it?
Your father loves you very much. He took me there and told me the story of what happened that awful night. I was torn from your arms. And I also learned that truth walks beside us like a shadow. And one day it merges with us. Until then, you're not truly whole.
Billy, you are no doubt your mother's son.
And Lucy, I owe you an apology too. Perhaps I was a little misleading.
That's all right. You always start first. Hi, I'm Margot. I'm Billy's fiance.
Margot, you are? Well, thanks for letting me know!
Alice, you points the wedding?
Well, of course I am. He is my son.
Not their wedding. Ours.